You already know what to do. You're just not choosing. You don't move. Not because you can't, because you won't decide. You think about it. You go back and forth. You look at both sides, and then you leave it open. And you tell yourself you'll come back to it later, when it's clearer, when you're more sure. But you don't. You just keep carrying it. This shows up more than you think, not just in big decisions, in small ones too. You sit there thinking, should I start now or wait? Should I say yes or not yet? Should I commit or keep options open? And nothing feels fully right. So instead of choosing, you pause, not for a moment. You sit with it. You think about it again. Same loop. And it feels like you're doing something, like you're being careful, like you're making sure you don't make the wrong move. But while you're doing that, nothing actually changes. Because the moment you decide, you don't get to think about it anymore. You're in it. You have to act. You have to deal with whatever comes next. And that's the part that stops you. Not the decision itself, what comes after it. Because once you choose, something closes. Other options are gone. You don't get to keep everything open anymore, and that's uncomfortable. Because keeping things open feels like control. You can still change your mind. You can still go back. You can still avoid the outcome. Nothing is fixed. But it also means nothing is real. Nothing builds. Nothing moves forward. You stay in the same place, thinking about different directions. Almost starting, almost committing, almost moving. And this shows up at the worst moments, not small decisions. The ones that would actually change something. A step that would move your work forward. A choice that would shift your situation. Something that would force you to follow through. Those are the ones you delay the most. Because once you take them, you don't get to stay where you are. You don't get to stay in I'll do it later. You're in it. And now you have to continue. You don't notice the damage immediately because nothing breaks. There is no clear failure, just time passing. And later you look back and realize you thought about a lot of things but didn't move on them. And that creates pressure. Not the kind that pushes you forward, the kind that sits with you. Regret. You think, I knew what to do. Or I should have done that earlier. Why didn't I just decide? And you try to fix it the same way, by thinking more, looking at it again, trying to be even more sure this time. But that's not what's missing. You already know enough. You're just not choosing. Because once you decide, you don't get to stay comfortable. You don't get to stay in between. You have to move. And that's the part that matters. Not finding the perfect option, accepting that every decision closes something. You don't get everything. You don't keep every path. You choose one, and that's what creates direction. You can keep everything open, keep thinking, keep waiting, and nothing will move. Or you decide. And once you decide, you stop thinking. And things finally start.